Hi. The last time we were out here was on Valentine's Day. So if you remember that Valentine's Day video, you can see how much this trail has changed from very, very early spring, February, to, summer. Yeah, it's summer. Right? Right. Yadkin started whining and pawing at me at about 6:30. This is time for the evening dog walk. I had noticed how much time had passed, but I didn't feel like just walking down the street. So I decided to come here, even though it's a little late in the day. We got started on this trail at 7. That's when we got here. So we're gonna walk for maybe 45 minutes and 45 minutes back. Should get back to the car at dusk with enough light to see. Oh. But I'm enjoying looking at how much things have changed since February. Look, got Dasher. Got blackberries, wild blackberries. Oh, there's some more wild blackberries. Look at that. I remember last time I was here, the story was all wild growing dandelions. I saw some daisies on the way in. Oh, I don't know if you can see from the sun glare. There's the river, other side of the trail. Dogs are like, Nancy, why are you stopping to film plants instead of walking? A lot of great birds out today. You might be able to hear them in the background. I don't know if the phone camera picks it up. I hear wood thrushes. I hear red-winged blackbirds. I hear a lot of the typical chickadees, titmice, and cardinals, Carolina wrens too. We had a week of pretty heavy rain. Today is the first sunny day. It hasn't rained once. And it's a Saturday. So I imagine this trail is very crowded all afternoon. But it's after 7 in the evening now. So a lot less traffic. But still plenty of light. Because it's summer. And that's the thing I love most about summer. The long days. Remember? Back in February, this was the only part that was already green. And my friend Jake, who's a mycologist, told me what these trees are. And they're apparently an evergreen. Mountain laurel, I think is what he said. And if it's not what he said, well, I'm nobody's botanist. In fact, as a biologist, I'm kind of ashamed at how bad I am with plants. Identifying them, I mean. I've gotten really good at growing them over the pandemic. Really like gardening. Yeah, this is more of the same species that was greened out already February. Or I guess it never stopped being green. Maybe I'll come here in the winter sometime. I love when there are these mystery trails that branch off from main trails and I never know where they go. Is it a utility thing? Is it somebody's house? It's not a social trail, it's too wide. Is it a fire break? I never know. and close to the water, you can hear it. One reason I came here is I was curious how big the river was after a week of heavy rain. Of course, I chose one of the trails there are trails that go right up against the river the whole time. And I did not pick one of those. But this one, I've seen enough river, I think. Ooh, it's a rough trail here. Rough terrain. I was still babying my ankle, but today, I'm basically doing all the things that I usually do. I am starting to think I should have wrapped it with that nice wrap Grandma got me now before I came here, just in case. This is my first time hiking on actual difficult terrain since I sprained it less than a week ago. It was only Monday. It is Saturday, so it has not been a full week. Last thing you want is to get hurt. Out here in the woods, how do you get home? Whoa. How do you get home before the sun sets? So, I've talked about social trails before. That is clearly the main trail, and this is very clearly, well, maybe it's not clear, but it is. It's a social trail because people probably wanted a more scenic view of the river going this way, right? Maybe at one time it was the main trail or something, but yeah, you can tell because it's just more narrow. Anyway, here's the river. Here's the Eno. Different from the last river in a video. That was New Hope Creek, which looks more river than creek to me in most of the spots. Watch the dogs. Uh-oh. Don't go too far in. Alright, here we go. That poor tree. Yeah, it came back for me. I'm going slow because the mud here is slippery. Oh, hey, leave it. Gross. Something cute. Puked or had diarrhea. Interesting. What else? Yeah, somebody left a bag of food. I'm ducking under a lot of low-hanging trees here. So I'm bent over and going uphill on a muddy trail. Whew. cicadas. It's extremely humid out. I'm starting to sweat. Got that sticky feeling all over from the humidity. Ugh. Now that is not one of my favorite parts of summer. I would say that's actually my least favorite part of summer. The extreme heat and humidity. Oh, next week is Dasher's birthday. She's turning 6 years old. June is also the month I adopted Leonora over a decade ago. It's going to be a somber one this year. First time she isn't around for it. Her birthday, I set on December 17th, but it's kind of ad hoc based on the vet saying she was 1.5 years old when I adopted her from the shelter. But the date I got from the shelter, that was a definite date of celebration that had significance for us both. So it's kind of like she had 2 birthdays in the year. I don't think she knew that. They were just days where, it was extra nice to her. She got something good for dinner. She got to go someplace fun. Well, her adoption days passed. It was earlier in June. Dasher was born late in June. Look at all that green in the river. That was not there before. Of course that wasn't February before. This is the part of the trail where you go under this overpass. I remember a long, long time ago, I think it was the first time I ever went here, or the second, and it was with Jackie Gearson, who was in my old lab, graduated, and her dog, Gaia, and Leo and Dash were here. They were all off leash. At one point, Gaia ran up this thing, coming from the other side, towards the road. Ooh, Jackie had to get her quick. I thought that was interesting that she wandered up there, because in all the times I've taken my dogs, that's 3 different dogs, Leo, Dash, now Yadkin, even though this is only Yadkin's second time in this place. I've never had one get curious about the road or the overpass. They're all thankfully content to stay down here. Well, Leo in her younger days was a car chaser, so maybe when she was younger she would have gone up there. Look, these are pretty flowers. Is this some kind of daisy? I have no idea. It's embarrassing how little I know about these plants. I see yellow and white and I think, it's a daisy. It might not be. Look, what's this? This is interesting. I wonder what it is. It's a mystery. Oh, there's more of it. This one's not in bloom, and this one is in bloom. This one hasn't opened yet. Just buds. There's another thing that could be a daisy, but maybe isn't. Who knows? Probably a lot of people know. I've wanted for years to brush up on my plants for professional reasons, but every time I think like, oh, I'll take a course or I'll do this, something comes up, you know? It's just one of those things about priorities, limited time and attention. We all choose what we do with it. Like, I chose to take dogs on this hike and stop and film this. I could have taken them on a shorter walk home and used that time to do something else. I could have brought a field guide. Ooh, cool. I love finding bones in the woods. I found so many. Once I found a squirrel skull in like a little knot hole in a tree during field work in Western Virginia. Not West Virginia, Western Virginia, in the Shenandoah River Valley. That was fun. It was fun because I feel like somebody must have put it there. I mean, I guess there's a chance it got there on its own, but it was perfectly clean too. I hear human voices up ahead. That's rare. I haven't met any people, well, since the beginning of the trail, before I started filming. There are people coming out, leaving, because it's late as hell. People on the other side of the river. So, that trail on that side has a name, and I think it leads to a rope swing into the water. I don't know what it is or how to get to it. But that's what the people over there are doing, swimming. Okay. Dogs hear them. Kids. Another spot to get in the water. The dogs are wisely choosing to not. It's a little rough there. Good instinct, dogs. Now, if it were Leo, couldn't keep her out. Could not do it. She was very, very brave. Maybe even foolish when it came to water. Oh, there's the ad from getting close. Oh, there's some more people over there. I don't want to look like I'm filming them. Somebody's got a paddleboard. That's cool. That cool rock. arrow says go that way. Clearly people try to go this way. I remember this. It goes uphill. Ooh, a tree fell. Big tree fell. That's fun. Alright, we're gonna go uphill. I'm gonna follow the arrow. Because I don't know the state of that trail by the water. It could have washed out. It's a fun thing. I pay for these agility lessons, herding trial thing, so the dogs have fun activities. But they're just as happy being in the woods, chasing each other and biting each other. I mean, frankly, that's better exercise. Because they can run at their own pace. I guess the other two are more about mental stimulation and learning to work together as a team if they're human. So it's different purpose. And this is just for fun. Whole pack walking together through nature. Up, up, up. Dad can run off. Concerning. Makes me think he's found some poor animal. He's back. Dad's just happy to see him. So, Mom, you said something about my breathing in an earlier video. Hope it's not too annoying since I'm the one holding the phone camera. But, yeah. I do think as an out of shape person, it's something that makes me very self-conscious about hiking with others. I've found, since I've had this career that I have and been in the social groups I've been in, that a lot of like nature-minded people who like hiking are very fit. They have gym memberships, they do CrossFit, you know, that sort of type. So it's not always fun to go hiking with them, frankly. Like, they go too fast, too long, or sometimes it's things like bringing up the breathing. Like, I'm sweating right now, and I'm breathing heavily. I'm having a good time, though. I'm breathing because my body needs more air. It's just, I'm living and existing in my body. And, like, I don't know. I don't like the thing where you have to show your bona fides, but I think I'm a pretty nature-y person. I do a lot of hiking. I've thru-hiked sections of the Appalachian Trail. I'm still fat, though. I'm still fat. I'm not really a fitness nut. I don't like gyms. And I managed to hike all of that because I just go at my own pace. That's all. You know? I think there's just a lot of stuff that's wrapped up in the health consciousness that's really just self-consciousness and body shaming. That's really unfortunate. Like, some people sweat a lot. Some people breathe heavy. Even fit people have differences in how much they breathe and sweat. And it's fine. It's really just like me existing in my body and moving around. Which is why I do this. Because I really like being in nature. And I enjoy moving my body. It's fun. It's good exercise. But I'm not trying to, like, hit a stride count or a step count or a calorie heart rate benchmark. And I think it's fine if you want to do that, but it's not really what I'm here for. So, yeah. I breathe heavily when I'm going uphill because I'm working harder and my body needs more air. And I think that's fine and normal. You know, I just think a lot about having nature and things like this be accessible to different sorts of people. Like, you don't have to do an Ironman, have a CrossFit membership to enjoy hiking. 'Cause hiking is just walking in the woods. And it doesn't have to be a death march. In fact, I think if it is, you're really losing what the point is of being out here. Look at that big mossy rock. It's a big mossy boulder. You don't need expensive equipment. You don't need anything. Dogs are helpful to have, though. They're good trail partners. And you know what? They'll always outrun you. They have way better stamina than you'll ever have. Except on hot days. I do find that they're not as good as dealing with heat as I am. Because we're different kinds of animals. That's the one caveat. So, you might remember this little bitty waterfall from back in February, from Valentine's Day. And I got video and pictures of the dogs running around here. And yeah, they stood up there just like they're doing now. Whew. Hi. Hi. Yeah. I wonder what time it is. I do have to be careful of it. Ooh, it's 7:47. It's 7:47. So, 47 minutes out. Probably take me just as long to get back. Should probably turn around. You don't want to be out here in the dark. This is a long video. I don't want to end it on a somber note. But, yeah. I think outdoors is for everyone. I think we could all be, like, kind to each other. Acknowledge that our bodies are all different. But they all belong. Oh, wow. There are people, like, oh, they're, like, inner tubing down the water. Can't see them through the trees in the camera, but I see them. That's cool. Are those inner tubes? No, they're kayaks. They're kayaking. They're kayakers. Now that would be fun. Oh man, if I could go kayaking, I'd get through this way faster. I really want to know what's over that way, but it is just not a smart idea at 7:47 at night to keep going like this. I am going to turn around, because at this rate, I'll probably get back to the car 8:30ish, and it will be very dark under the trees. Ooh, that's scary. Well, this video has gone over 30 minutes. I hope you like these, Mom and Grandma, because I filmed them. I used to just film them for myself and started posting them on YouTube just because, and for storage reasons, because Google only lets me store so many things in the drive. But now you guys watch them, so I find myself taking out the camera more to film things for you and making sure to get things on camera that I just noticed in my life. Like, I would never film 30 minutes of me doing, wow, this. I would have stopped and started it or something. So, I hope you guys like these. Maybe not never, actually. I had the GoPros on the dogs for a hike, for like a whole hike. It was over an hour. And that was for me. I had zero expectation of anyone but me ever watching it. And now it's all up on the YouTube channel. It's really cool. I never get out to the mountains. Well, not never. I mean, these days, very rarely get out to the mountains. And that's all dog's eye footage of it. Anyway. Alright. Close off with dog. One dog. Two dog. And all sweaty. But having a great time out here in the woods.